Hi guys, welcome back to my XVS guide. Now I'm gonna review Flame of Rebirth Jake. So let's start from his stats. I must say that his stats is pretty decent except for his defense and spirit. Okay, it's only 30%, but yes, if you're able to keep him alive, then good for you. But you will see later that you need to equip him with LB damage boosting equipment and attack boost. So having this low defense and spirit can be a little bit dangerous. Okay, but yes, his true double hand stats is pretty decent, 250%. That's a good thing I like about Flame of Rebirth Jake stats. Okay, you only need one accessory or one ability to max it. Okay, and the annoying thing is he doesn't have fatal damage protection. So like I said, be careful when you use him. Other than that, I don't have anything against him. Okay, I must say that his offensive power is pretty great. Okay, combined with 150% demon, dragon, and undead killer, he is powerful. Okay, so now let's take a look on his abilities. So Flame Rebirth Jake is a finisher. So he is like Crown Prince Noctis, Regina. Okay, I must say that he is pretty easy to use. Okay, yes, he is a pentacast finisher, like I said, same like Regina. But the good thing about him is he able to imbue and imperil the enemy by himself. That's really great because for Crown Prince Noctis, he cannot imbue and imperil. Yes, Crown Prince Noctis may be able to equip 2 weapons, so that makes him not that annoying in terms of element. Okay, but for character like Regina, you need to babysit her a lot. But for Jake, you don't need to worry about that. He can take care those things by himself. So you only need to provide him with chainers. That's enough. Okay, pretty decent. For element, he also able to deal fire, wind, and light. Okay, so 3 elements, quite flexible, I must say. And if you think that 150% demon dragon killers are not enough from his passive, don't worry, because he able to imbue himself with another 50%. So that means he can reach 200% demon undead dragon killer, which is insanely powerful. Okay, and for rotation, it is also pretty simple. Firebird Song, Firebird's Wing, those are cooldown moves, so very easy to remember. Every time they are available to cast, simply use them. And use Reload and Cremation. Reload is imbue element, so if you already imbue your element, you don't need to use Reload, simply use 2 Cremation. Okay, and use your last shot. With those setup, you deal 125 times damage, and yes, that's powerful. Remember guys that Jake is true double hand finisher, so you don't need to have high hit chaining count. Basically, if you use elemental chain, you only need to finish when the count above 10. Okay, very easy to use. And his most powerful attack is limit burst. Okay, so what you want to use from Jake is his limit burst. And don't worry, because his killer, his elemental, is still intact because they last for 3 turns. Pretty good, right? If you take a look on his limit burst, okay, without any equipment, it seems not amazing. Okay, so without any equipment, he gets 225% LB damage boost, 50% from his passive, and 175% from the last shot. Okay, even with that, he deals 211 times damage. It is better than that vanishing move. Okay, really amazing. And it is 6 hit attack. But remember, if you take a look on the animation here, I can say that yeah, each hit deal about 5 million damage, but the last hit deals about 500 million. That means, well, only last hit deals the most damage, so you don't need to worry about this being 6-hit attack, okay? Very easy. So enough about his abilities, purely physical attacker and pretty good. And talking about survivability, take a look on his limit burst. It grants him authority 5. You can use this LB every other turn, okay? So after using LB, you're gonna use Pentacast and your limit burst gauge gonna be full, and again you're gonna trigger authority 5. So yes, he may don't have that fatal damage protection, but whoa, using this limit burst, I can say that his survivability is quite decent. But still, that's not excuse for low defense and spirit, but this definitely help your survivability. Okay, so enough about abilities. Now let's talk about partner and trial. So like I said, Jake already able to handle the element. So what you need is to provide him with decent chainers. To do that, easy. You can use Sylvie, Summer Volca and Citra, Summer Fit, and of course the newest one, Lakshmi Lit, Healing Avatar Lit. Okay, so these 4 characters able to grant chaining ability to anyone on your party. Okay, maybe I must say that Summer Fit and Voltra are the best because they give Aurel Ray, okay, 60 hits chaining move. So you don't need to, yeah, very easy. You already deal elemental chain, so pretty good, but it will be a problem if the enemy resists against water. But still, pretty decent. And yes, talking about chaining, you also can rely on Sylvie because Sylvie grants your party bolting strike and absolute mirror of equity. And remember, like I said, you don't need to have high hit count. So even dual cast is enough for this Jake. Okay, really powerful. And for Lit, yes, she's pretty good. After all, they are meant to be together, okay? So yeah, congratulations if you pull Lit, because you can. But there's a problem with these 4 characters. Remember that all granted chaining moves are single target. So let's say most recent trials are multi enemies. So when you fight against those kind of enemies, what you want to use is a tanker like this, Sick Heart and Sacred Shield Charlotte, because their Aurel Ray moves are AoE, and because Aurel Ray has high hit count, you don't need to worry about creating elemental chain. Okay, simply land your finisher move at maybe 50 and you already deal maximum damage. Okay, pretty amazing combination. So enough about partner. Now for the recent trial. So he works normal on all these trials. Okay, really great damage. Maybe you say to me, what, you say normal? He can one-shot all these trials. Yes, you are correct, but that's not my point. My point about great or not is based on enemy type and elemental. For Jake, he doesn't have any type advantage against these enemies. So yes, normal, even when you still able to one-shot all of these trials. Okay, but it is purely because of his insane damage modifier. So enough about partner and trial. Now let's talk about equipment. So for equipment, it's kind of easy to max his true double hand, okay? Because you only need 50% more. And if you have rush glove or whatever, then I think it's better to equip. I think it's better to get your 50% true double hand boost from accessory, because yeah, most accessory don't increase LP damage that much. From what I can remember, there is Storm Kickers and Lone Lion Griefer. those only increase your LB damage by 15 to 20%. So yes, for LB damage, it's better to use that ability slot. Okay, you can use the Mightiest if you have Lone Lion Skull. Okay, very good, 50% through double hand and 50% LB damage. But again, if you already have Rust Glove, do not need for this Trustmaster. Okay, you can get like Zodiac Shot to increase his attack power. But yeah, the point is here, simply increase his limit burst damage. Okay, it's gonna be insane. You can easily get maybe 300% after buff, 400% after buff, and yes, you're gonna deal insane damage. And the best part is, yes, like I said, his limit burst deal AoE damage. So yes, bring that Sea Card and Sacrificial Charlotte and deal awesome single and AoE damage. Okay, so my conclusion for Flame of Rebirth Jake. So on the past, Jake was like joke. Okay, I think I forget. Okay, but the character that I remember is Nameless Gunner Jake, and yes, he could one shot Aigayan at that time, but that's kinda expensive setup, and I still think he is kinda joke. But today they make him different. He is not a joke anymore. Okay, he is the best finisher on this meta, and congratulations if you like finisher and you have obtained him. Wow, he is pretty strong. And I have talked about Zenaida on my preview video, but it turns out that it's very hard to get Zenaida. Okay, so she is not free in code. So no need to be salty if you get this Jake. Okay, he is insanely powerful. Actually, let's say in the future few days, maybe I luckily get him. I will use him. Okay, I like his setup and etc. Maybe the only bad thing from him this time is the Trustmaster reward and STMR. So for the Trustmaster reward, actually it is not bad. Okay, 50% attack without weapon requirement, but this is also not that great. Sure, this is great, but I don't think you should chase this Trustmaster reward. For gun, it is nice gun, but still I don't think this is the best weapon for him. I think the best weapon for him is the Nameless Gunner Jake STMR. Okay, that's another reason why I want to get him in the future, because I have STMR, Nameless Gunner Jake STMR. Okay, it gives you LB damage boost, so pretty good for him if you want to use him as LB attacker. And this Flaming Ignition, I don't think it is that useful. Okay, sure, his survivability is kinda bad, I have said in the beginning, so this is definitely help. But because he gets that auto revive every other turns, maybe you don't need this that much. Okay, maybe it's better to increase his limit burst damage. But if you find him dying so fast, then maybe this weapon is the best for you. Still, it's not used by lots of characters. Okay, he is the best one who can wield this weapon. So yep, I think that's all you need to know about Flame of Rebirth Jade. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Pro FX Views Guide. Bye bye guys.